Everybody, welcome back to Tony'sPicks.com. I'm Tony T. Now it's time for our WNBA 4-pack from Ramon Scott. You'll find his screen plays over at Tony'sPicks.com, where he is hitting it right now. Last 7 days, 958 units of profit. All talking over at Tony'sPicks.com. Hitting all the majors here. Baseball, WNBA, NBA, NHL, all in the green here last 7. Ramon, what's happening?
Yeah, Tony, and we also hit our plays here with you in the WNBA on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel on Thursday. Rolled 3-0 with our video picks. We won our only premium as well, so we're going to go 4-0 right here with these video picks. WNBA Iron Friday night.
On Friday night, we get it started here with Aces and Dream at 7:30 Eastern time. The starts here, we see the Aces laying 8 here on the road. We see the total 172.
Yeah, Tony, the Aces coming in here. Pretty big favorite, of course, against Atlanta. They're off an 80-66 road win at Minnesota to improve to 4-1 straight up so far this season. Second game of a road trip here after opening with their first 4 at home. Atlanta 3-2 straight up, but 0-2 against the spread so far at home. And this is their first game as an underdog for the Dream. So they played some home games. They also were road favorites, small road favorites when they came out to start the season out here in the West. So for the Aces, you know, they've got such great talent with MVP, Asia Wilson, and Plum, of course. But Jackie Young has played her way into being one of the top players currently in the league, forming an awesome backcourt. We already knew that her and Plum were an awesome backcourt, but right now Young on fire, averaging over 20 points a game. Now Atlanta did defeat Washington in their last game. Tina Charles, 17 points, 15 assists. They are good when Tina goes, and not so much when she's not racking up a double-double. Atlanta just 1-8 against the spread their last 9 against teams above 500, and 2-8 against the spread against teams off of a straight-up win. Aces won all 4 last year, 9 of the last 10 meetings, although they did split against the spread. The Aces are just 1-5 against the number here last 6, Tony, but I'm going to lay 8.5 points right now with the Aces on the road here, Tony. I've got them by double digits.
All right, Ramon Scott, click the link below for his best bet, Aces and Dream. The pick here will be Aces, lay the 8, lay the 8.5. Guys, you know the drill. Do the shopping, get the best number. All right, and also a reminder, use that promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all Ramon's premium pick patches. Let's continue here on our WNBA 4-pack. We're going to go next game will be Mystics and Liberty, so we'll move the chains here to get to the Mystics and Liberty. It's right here. Mystics, Liberty, head-to-head. Liberty here, 15.5, total 162.5.
Yeah, maybe take a stab here with the winless Washington Mystics. They're 0-7, but 2-1-1 against the spread here, Tony. The Mystics are 5-1-1 against the spread. Their last 7 against teams above 500, dating back a little bit to last season. Washington lost by 6 against Atlanta on Wednesday. They have road losses by just 3 at Phoenix, by 2 at Atlanta. Those are obviously teams that aren't quite as good as the Liberty. Washington 6-1 against the spread. Last 7 meetings in this series, 5 straight meetings have gone over, by the way. For the Liberty, 5-2 straight up, but 1-6 against the spread, Tony. 0-4 against the spread at home, and they're laying, as you said, big points here. So Liberty off of a 3-point win against Phoenix, 81-78 here at home. They defeated Seattle at home by 11. Now Seattle's pretty good, but they defeated Indiana at home here by 11. Remember, in that opener, maybe a comparable team here for the most part. So I'm going to go ahead and grab 15.5 points here, whatever it may be, with Washington. Liberty 1-6 against the spread, off of a straight-up win, a little bit dating back to last year. So Mystics not looking great, but they have gotten these numbers, and the Liberty aren't covering these numbers. So just going to take these points. It's worked out. Still, Road Dogs, WNBA, a big trend right now.
All right, Ramon Scott here. Click the link below for his premium picks. It'll be Mystics and Liberty. The pick here will be on Mystics plus 14.5. All right, we'll continue on here, guys. Reminder that promo code TonyT at checkout will save you 20% off all Ramon's premium pick packages. Let's continue here on this 4-pack. Next game will be Wings and the Suns. So we'll move the chains here to get to that Wings and Suns game, and it's right here. Wings at Sun in this one. We're seeing the line coming in about 7.5, 8.5 here as we film with Connecticut favorite, total 164.
Yeah, well, sure. And Connecticut's 6-0 to start and 2-4 against the spread. Tony, another one of these teams that aren't covering, but they are winning. So for Dallas, their offense has looked pretty good here. They scored 107 points against Phoenix a couple of games back. One of the big keys for Dallas here, Tony, and maybe a bit overlooked right now, has been the scoring maybe here of Maddie Siegrist, so overlooked because of Caitlin Clark, but it was Siegrist who was the leading scorer in the nation last season, averaging 29 points per game for Villanova. Now she's made her way to the starting lineup for Dallas, and she scored 22 and 15 points in her last 2 games. Dallas has used 9 different starters so far this season. Billings has done a great job coming back to the team while Howard's been out here. So Dallas has looked good. They've gone over in 14 of their last 16 games off of a straight-up win dating back to last season. Connecticut's 4-2 to the over last year. They've scored 83 points in at least 83 points in 4 of their last 5 games. Now they did score just 70 in that real convincing victory, certainly last out 70-47. But nonetheless, Tony, I've got this one going over right now with Dallas and Connecticut. Like I said, Dallas on the road really starting to show good offensively here right now, even with Howard out. And we also have Azun also stepping up.
All right, Ramon Scott, click link below for his best bets. Wings and Sun over total 164. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all Ramon's premium pick packages. Top leaderboard last 7 days, hitting all the major sports in that 7. All right, let's continue on here on our WNBA 4-pack. We're going to get to the Mercury and Lynx here in just a second as we're going to move the chains here and get to it. Mercury and Lynx 7, total 164.5.
Yeah, Tony, so for Minnesota here, they really are starting to look like a title contending team here at this point with MVP candidate Nafisa Collier. I said it. She's really performing well. Of course, Kayla McBride also very strong here. Minnesota, they are off an 80-66 loss versus the Aces at home. That's fine. They're 4-2, straight up 5-1 against the spread are the Lynx. Phoenix, they're pretty bad defensively right now, and I would think with Taurasi and Cloud, this is going to be a tough game actually against Minnesota. For Phoenix. Rebecca Allen, she's still out right now for Phoenix, and they missed her big time, right? Against a team like New York, they lost, as I said, by just 3 points. You have Rebecca Allen in that game, you're probably going to win, but she still has in concussion protocol, so probably one more game. It's just going to be a tough matchup for the guards, Tony, I would think, here for Phoenix against Courtney Williams, and I really think it could be a blowout here. It's going to be Minnesota for me. Phoenix does come in 3-4, and funny, one of the strangest numbers in this game when checking it out. Lynx are 9-1 straight up, but 1-9 against the spread. Last 10 against Phoenix here, but I'm still going to lay 7 points or so in this one with the Lynx.
All right, Ramon Scott here. Click link below for his best bets. Mercury and Lynx. It'll be Lynx laying the 7. All right, we got through our 4-pack here from the WNBA. So now it's time to turn our attention over to Tony'sPicks.com for this card on Friday. You can see Ramon really doing great work. 958 units of profit last 7 days, hitting on all the major sports right now in the green. Last 7. All right, we've got 15 from baseball, single on the ice, WNBA up there. What do you have heading into a big weekend? What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
We'll be involved certainly tomorrow, Tony, in Major League Baseball with our big Friday night card. And, of course, take a look at the WNBA 4 games. Probably get a little premium action going here. We're starting to roll. As I said, we had a premium pick winner in the WNBA on Thursday night with the with the Storm and the Fever over. So everybody's talking about how the scoring was a little bit down. Not with that one. It went over with Clark, 20 points, and the win, however, for Seattle. So we'll be going at it here at Tony'sPicks.com in the WNBA as well. And, of course, NHL action, Edmonton and Dallas on Friday night. Coming up also this weekend, Tony, we'll be looking at UFC action. We got a UFC 302 card from the East Coast, so a little bit earlier this week on Saturday night. But we do have a big card with some pretty big names. Certainly this weekend, that'll be part of the focus as well. Probably try to get into a little Major League Soccer on Saturday night. So why not? Join me 3-day all sports pass. Join me Friday, Saturday, Sunday for my premium picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Be a pretty busy weekend. I would imagine over a 3-day span, probably get upwards of 20 to 25 plays. So join me over at Tony'sPicks.com and use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages. You see the cost there when Tony showed the packages that are available, not only the 3-day, the 7-day if you'd like, or the 30-day, but just take off 20% off the cost there to get my picks. This is a great way to support me coming back every day, giving you free winners here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. So why not join me this weekend at Tony'sPicks.com? You get all my plays here on the site, all my best plays. Go here, right up here at Tony'sPicks.com.
All right, guys, got on board with Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. Great record last 7 days, 958 units of profit in the green in all the major sports. Click the link in the description. You'll land right on Ramon's handicapper page. You'll get his premium plays. And you can also scroll and look at the pick history with all his plays. All picks are documented, recorded by a third party, graded by a third party. So you can verify all these results. Get on board with Ramon. I know you guys like that 3-day pass here on the weekend with the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Will be loaded with baseball here. Also NHL. Remember, Ramon is active in these peripheral sports, WNBA, as well as MLS, as well as UFC, as we have a UFC card coming up this weekend. That's all included in that 3-day all sports pass. So perfect time to get on board. Get on board with Ramon Scott at Tony'sPicks.com, and you'll use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off that long-term pass. Access Ramon's page. Just click the link in the description. You'll land right here. Go ahead and get signed up. All right, Ramon also hosts the Morning Steam live here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. A pick from every game from the major board, and you'll get into peripheral sports as well. And of course, he welcomes to chat with your picks and suggestions as well. It's a chat-driven show. So join Ramon 9 a.m. Eastern Time every day here. But make sure you subscribe, get notified when Ramon is live. And for those of you that can't catch the show live, well, it's on YouTube. And you know YouTube does a great job of archiving the show. Pretty much all the games will be actionable on your drive home, your lunch hour. Just check the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Go to the live tab. Look for the archive. It archives immediately when it's done, so you guys can check it out as well. Check out Ramon's live. It will be actionable there on Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Click the live tab. Check out the replay of the Morning Steam. All right, for Ramon, I'm Tony T. We'll talk tomorrow.